So, Rahul here, Punch Out Boxing. Delighted to be joined again with Giorgio Isaila. So, Giorgio, it's been about 2 months, I guess, since your last
Yeah,
fight.
talking about. Yeah,
You
yeah,
fought
just before my last fight. Yeah,
Lucky Beniwell from India. He was
yeah.
a guy who came with a winning record. Um, so yeah, can you just recap that fight? What was it like fighting him, fighting someone, like I said, with a winning record? You of course got
Yeah,
your
it
stoppage.
was a really good experience. You know, um, it made me feel good to know I'm fighting someone who is having a winning record. So I was just switched on and yeah, just done my best and I got the win and I felt really good in there and yeah, just can't wait for the next one now.
Hmm. So did he did the pattern of the fight go differently to your first two, who were obviously journeymen? Did he actually
Um,
to win?
It was slightly different. I wouldn't say like it was completely different, but slightly different. As obviously when the fight started, the first rounds, he tried to fight me, but I'm sure once I clipped him with a good punch, with like, once he started feeling my power,
Hmm.
he just slowed down himself and just tucked in and just tried to survive instead of fighting me, and then it just become easier. And
But
yeah,
but you got that stoppage most importantly. So
yeah.
a, a good thing to get going with. So in the build up to that fight, your training, did it involve like was you and your coach working on like power, or was it about technique, getting how to break an opponent down?
Yeah, I mean, we always work pretty much the same. We work on technique, we work on conditioning, so we break it down everything slightly equal, if that makes sense. So, because obviously I'm a prospect, I'm still having many things to learn.
Yeah.
So we always work on the technique whenever we can. And yeah, it was just a normal camp, training hard. Get a lot of cardio, a lot of conditioning, technique, a lot of good sparring. So yeah, we wasn't working something particular for the fights. We was just working on everything around just to make the boxer better.
Hmm. How
You
did you
know.
find do you think his level was? Because obviously we don't know what the standard in India is like, do we?
Yeah, don't know what to say. Like the boxing wise, I think it was decent because you can tell he know how to box, right? He have that technique over there, But the conditioning wise, I think that was very poor because every punch I go hit with, I got a couple of shots. Couldn't even feel something, I'm like, wow, is that his best shot? Do you know what I mean? And
Mhm.
then from my side, when I was punching him, whenever any single shots I was landing, it looks like I create so much damage.
Sure.
Do you
Hey,
know?
maybe that punching of power of yours is pretty good though.
Yeah,
So
maybe it's just a different level.
yeah.
Who knows? But you know,
So
but yeah, I
tell us,
felt way powerful.
next up then. You've got another fight confirmed. Yes.
Yes, I do. I'm on camp at the moment. I'm fighting on 7th of September. So I'm just over 4 weeks now.
7th of September. Okay, that's going to come around pretty quick. So it's great
Yes.
for keeping active. Do you know who the opponent is?
Um, I I think it's confirmed. It's Fons Alexander.
Hmm.
I'm pretty
Okay.
sure that's yeah.
Well, I've spoke to Fons before. You go
Okay.
look back on our catalog on Punch Out Boxing, you'll see my interview with him. So he's
Yeah, yeah,
one of the great journeymen in this country. He's had over 100 fights, so he's fought every prospect practically around his weight class. So
yeah,
um,
yeah,
he'll be able to test you. So that
yeah.
so that
Exactly. Yeah.
card 7th of September. Which promoters show is that?
That's Goodwin boxing.
Uh-huh. And so at Yorkhall.
Yorkhall again. Yep, yep.
Okay, yeah, the
We're
home of
calling
box,
again over there.
London. So why not? So yeah, no summer holiday, I guess, for you.
Ah, what? I just got used to it already. So for me, it's just yeah, just another camp. You know.
Yeah. So obviously
But
you're deep into camp. Is this fight still going to be at 154 pounds?
Yes, and it's gonna be my sixth rounder as well, my first sixth rounder.
Okay, interesting. So
Yeah,
now the fight by fight things
yeah,
are
just building
up
up a
a
bit
little
and
bit.
just go, climbing the ladder.
Yeah. Would you say so now that you're getting up to 6 rounds, has the training intensity been upped a bit for things like conditioning, the stamina?
Yeah, of course, yeah. So everything is increased now. Obviously, when I'm doing sparring, I'm doing extra rounds as well. I'm going from 8 to 10 rounds,
Mhm.
and yeah, conditioning wise is increased, the cardio, everything, and we still work. We start even working more on technique now. So the technique is been working very hard so far, and yeah, on the fight night, it's completely is gonna be a different fighter. I do really believe that because from every sparring I had so far, I look way different in a good way. So yeah, it's going well so far this camp.
Can you tell us any of the guys that you've been able to get sparring in with this camp?
Um, I don't know if I can say. I mean, I've been sparring with Denny Kayev a few times.
Hmm.
Lely Butterfig, and yeah, I think that's it so far. I could say really.
Wow, but you
But I
know,
had good
Lee,
sparring.
he's rated as one of the top prospects at
Yeah,
Matchroom.
yeah, it does. Yeah, really good.
That's a good kid to get some sparring in with.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly. Yeah,
I just wonder also, you said obviously the conditioning and technique, you're always going to be working on that, but as you
yeah, of course. Yeah,
in rounds, one thing that I think becomes more important that especially young, inexperienced fighters don't know how to do is things like how
mm.
to manage the rounds, how to pace yourself. Because it can start to get easy to say maybe spend too much energy doing one thing, whereas
Yeah,
maybe is that one aspect of the game that
yeah.
needs.
This is one of the aspects, but at the same time, because I do like the way I pace myself, like it's quite like intensive pace, like aggressively kind of.
Yeah,
So I'd like to keep this up. So what we've done so far, we just increase the training conditioning, so we get extra fit to be able to hold this pace for extra rounds.
yeah,
Because I do like, and I feel very comfortable at this pace. And obviously, at some points I have to slow it down, but at the moment I feel amazing at this. So we try to find a different way how we can manage to keep this pace up, and we just do extra running, extra conditioning, extra circuits,
mhm.
and this can go like that forever.
And doing this sort of higher intensity training through the summer, how are you finding that in
I
the
find
heat?
it, I find it, I find it nice, better than the other camps. I like the heat. The
Mhm.
heat don't bother me. Yeah, in fact, it just make me more, like hungrier to go harder, to go more, to go another session. Like I've been doing 2 or 3 sessions a day, some days, and I just feel good. I like the heat. I live in heat.
Oh, wow, that's
It sounds crazy, and even the people watching me training in the heat, they're like, man, this kid is a little bit crazy. I'm like, man, I just love it, you know.
uh-huh. Okay, well, that can only help you, especially with things like weight.
Yeah, I love heat. I love to train heat. Like we always do that. As since I start boxing, I got used to training the heat. Like windows closed, heat on, and just train. And now with the hot weather as well, it's just an extra. So
Yeah, fantastic.
good.
Against Fons, do you are you going to be looking to get another stoppage? Because I'll tell you, if you can stop him, yeah, that would be quite a statement.
You know what? I never say I'm looking to. I'd love to. I'm gonna go there to box first of everything and show skills. That's the most important. And obviously get the experience, get better. But what they say: if it happen, it happen. If it don't, I just wanna do a good fight. Have a good, frame of the boxer who I am, and just show to the people what I'm about, and that I deserve to be watched again and again and again till the top level.
Yeah, indeed. That's the thing you want at this stage. You want to obviously
Yeah,
build
yeah.
that fan base. Have you been keeping an eye? Your manager, your coaches have been keeping an eye on the scene, like around your weight class. As you know, when we spoke last time, your division's one of the best divisions in boxing.
One of the best days and the busier as well. Yeah. Do you know what? My manager and obviously my head coach, everyone they be speaking about, but I don't really care. I let them do this part of the boxing, right?
Mm-hmm.
For me, I just train, I listen, and I do my job, and I let them, watch what's going on around, what's happening, making plans if they have to.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I just I trust them, but at the same time, I trust myself. So whoever is in front of me, I'll just do my best, And when it's gonna become that time to step with, the best in the division, I'll just get on with it.
Absolutely. I wonder, like, obviously, I know you can't reveal it, but do you, your manager and coaches in private, ever talk about other fighters who might be rivals to you? Obviously, they'll say, "Oh, look, that guy, he's rated highly, or he's going for titles, but we know you could beat him." Does that sort of thing ever
Yeah,
get
they
discussed?
definitely, they definitely do, probably. I never ask, right? Because at the moment it's not my how can I say? It's not my business, if that makes sense. I'm a prospect at the end of the day. I'm just getting on with each fight. But they definitely have a little chat about that, and maybe plan the future. And yeah, of course, yeah. But it's just a little I know.
Yeah. Well, you're making obviously good progress at 4 rounds, as you said, the first 6 rounder.
Yeah.
Has your coach discussed anything about how many 6 rounders he wants you to have?
Probably we're gonna have two this
Mhm.
year, the September, and then obviously in December the next one. And then when the new year happen, we just suss out where we are and how we're feeling and what's the next step.
Yeah.
But we do looking forward for two 6 rounder. So yeah, the September and December.
Okay, so yeah, that would be a good start to your first year as a pro.
Yeah.
And so you think there's a good chance that 2025 that could be the year like where you sort of start to move away from being a prospect?
Yeah, yeah, and looking for obviously southern areas and yeah. So next year is gonna be it's gonna be a good year.
Mm-hmm. But you're young. There's actually no need for you to sort of particularly rush because you're not like some of these older fighters who just started out. Yeah, have you been watching the big fights generally? Obviously, in your division at the top level at the weekend. The
So
last
it's
two big fights, Crawford and Virgil Ortiz last night.
To be honest, I didn't watch no fights recently. It sounds funny, but me as a boxer, I don't really watch fights. You know,
No, okay.
nah, I do have like this like a daily thing where I do sit down and I watch like old fights, or I watch a lot of sparring in between these active boxers, but I don't really watch the live fights. Don't know, I'm not really interested. I like to watch the highlights after and yeah, see what's the result and all this, but don't know. It's like I can't really be bothered.
Hey,
Probably
listen,
just that I'm looking for my career more, and
yeah,
I care about my career.
that's understandable. Some of the top level fighters themselves, they don't actually watch any other boxing, so there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that. So, I mean, have you had any sort of other time, like leisure time this summer to yourself? Have you been doing anything else other than playing towards this fight?
You know what? I spent all my free time sleeping, recovering, and yeah, just work on bits on the boxing side. Like social media, promoting myself and things like that. Really. So nah, I haven't done nothing apart from boxing. Really.
Yeah.
you
Oh,
know.
that's the
Even my
life.
missus, she's like, when we're going there and there, I'm like, you know what, we're gonna go tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. And it never happens.
Oh,
Uh,
well,
yeah, I mean,
after
I'm fine
September
with it. I love
10th.
it. You
Um,
know.
so incidentally, in terms of like building your fan base, have you sort of have you managed to sort of get much within your the Romanian community here?
Yeah, I mean, I meet people every day. A lot of people, new people. I'm making friendships, relationships. Uh, so yeah, just there's gonna be a lot of new people as well coming down. So it's good. I just didn't find that Romanian community. It's like, you know, to be discovered much, you know. But I'm pretty sure once I get, you know, more fights and I get, you know, more popular kind of, then people will coming in and be like, you know what, look at this young fella, you know, man, you know this, and let's go behind him, you know. But at the moment, no, I just don't find them. I don't know where they are.
Now, well,
You know?
I mean, as you said, these early sort of parts of your career, in some ways, it could do you well to not be too known yet. It's like once you're going to sort of get ready to fight for titles, that's probably the time where you do want to start getting a lot of fans, because
you get more attention as well, because they finally think, oh, do you know what? Look, he's going somewhere. You know, at the beginning, it's mostly happened to everyone. No one really believe in you, because there is like hundreds boxers, same as you, same record, same, you know, and everyone's thinking, why should I support him, or why should I watch him? He's just another boxer out of thousands, you know, which is the sad reality. Sometimes there's sort of, you know, prospects especially who deserve so much support, you know, and not just for the boxing ability, you know, but for the character, for the person they are in real life, you know, and behind the scenes of boxing, you know. And they don't get much support, like including myself, but that day will come.
Yeah, absolutely. And a lot of it will just come down to consistency. Something will come up. All right.
All I can say, you know, for all this community I have built as a boxer, you know, around the gym I'm training, around everywhere, you know, where I am, I have a great community. You know, I have a nice supporting people behind me who, you know, supporting me every single fight. And it's amazing to have this kind of people. You know, I really appreciate that. You know, they great, you know, great people. You know, and sometimes that's all we need. You know, great people around you supporting you. And it's good to see that.
Yeah, those people that are with you sort of genuinely from the beginning, that you're right, they are the most important.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because they there since day one, you know, since, you know, you started. And to see them around another fight, another month, you're like, wow, these people are amazing. You know, they're actually supporting you. You know, like as a you know, good friends, or good, you know, just good person.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Did you do any training today, or is Sunday a rest?
Yeah. I've been training. You know, I've done sparring today. I've only done 6 rounds today, just for Sundays. You know, and then I've just been chilling out.
Okay. Do you have to
I do still train on weekends as well. It's just it'd be easier.
Yeah. Do you have to travel for sparring, or do they come to your local gym?
Most of the time they come into our gym. They come into Kidbrook and Honor and Glory. But sometimes we travel as well. You know, we like to travel as well, just to change a bit the, you know, the surroundings. You know, the how you say, the, you know, the background. You know, you know, if all the time being in the same gym daily, sometimes you just, you know, you don't feel special anymore. So we went down to Barking today, to Barking ABC, and we had sparring with Dennis Denikaev.
Okay. Yeah, I know Barking ABC. Good gym.
Yeah, good gym, good people around there. You know, I really like them people around. They really fine persons, and you know.
Yeah, definitely.
See that.
And what? Back to intense training tomorrow, I take it.
Yeah, back to tomorrow. Yeah, we have 2 sessions tomorrow. Boxing in the morning, technique, and sparring in the evening.
Okay.
So you just start the week, just another Monday.
Like you said, you love it. So it's 3 weeks of training remaining, because I presume the final week you don't.
Yeah. Just 3 weeks intensive. Then probably half of the last week is gonna be just a little bit of, you know, pads and keeping the hands sharp. Then chill out for a few days, and, you know, rumble time.
Obviously, you're not at championship level yet. Do you still have to make weight, or is it sort of left to just be?
Well, he's how can I say? You know, I'm matched up at a certain weight, and I do believe I need to make the weight. but I'm sure it's like kind of, you know, you don't need to be bang on. You know, it can be a little bit heavier or lighter, but I do want to make it bang on to look professional. And at the same time, this is what's going to teach me how to, you know, teach me discipline about weight, how to be on weight for the next fights and, you know, championships. And, you know, I don't want to leave it down and be like, yeah, I can be wherever. And then probably I'm fighting for a belt at some point and be like, you know what, I'm struggling with the weights. I'm not disciplined. So I start since the first fight to make my weights properly, and there's no stress, no problems. Everybody's happy.
Yeah, that's brilliant, because as you said, before you're in a serious fight, you want to be used to doing the weight making.
Yeah, because all these little bits, you know, like it's experience for you to learn, and you know, be able to handle it better for the next time. You know, even when I go in the change room, right, we have a little like, how can I say, like a schedule, what we're doing, you know, how we do it, how long it's gonna take, the reps, how is that and that. So we always make sure we're not running late, or we finish too early and then we just hang around, or, you know. So we do have everything, you know, sorted properly. You know, Answer, my coach, does everything, you know, on time, and yeah, just it's running smooth. You know, less stress. You know, everyone is happy. You know.
All right. All right, Giorgio, pleasure catching up with you again.
Thanks so much. I appreciate that again. That was good to tell you.
Remind the fans about your next fight, and if they want to get tickets, how they can get tickets for your
of course. Yeah, so obviously my next fight is 7th of September at the Yorkhall. You know, this is going to be my first 6-rounders that we talked before. So I do really need a lot of support from everyone. And if you do really want to come to see me, you can just message me privately on Instagram, Facebook, or, you know, so that's how you can find me. And yeah, we sort out your tickets. And yeah.
Absolutely. I'd urge all fans, go and support our local level fighters. Support is imperative at the grassroots to keep these, you know, the future stars going.
Rising.
All right, Giorgio. Absolutely.
Thank you so much. I do really appreciate that, and that was really good to talk to you again. You know, it's been a long time.
Absolutely, the pleasure's all mine, and good luck for September.
Thank you. We talk after.